Welcome to this Traders Helping Traders session. THT is a series of bonus materials who help traders in the trading pit, chat room, elite room, and forums voluntarily. They also occasionally hold live webinars in the elite trade room on the weekends or evenings. THT traders are traders who trade the apexinvesting.com trading systems created by Darryl Martin. The purpose is to help you see how we are traders just like you apply the systems and the tools provided by Apex every day with our own trading. Of course, the normal disclosures apply. Trading involves risk and is not suited for everyone. Please see apexinvesting.net for full disclaimers. I want to remind everyone that this THT is not a substitute for watching the trading videos. It is a bonus. I'm Kevin Jean Charles, and in today's session, the topic I'll present is account management. I'll go over how I apply account management so it could be simple, and I will talk about working with just one contract and the account size of about 3,000. Not about 3,000. I'll go through the following from what I learned from others and from my own personal experience. In this session, I'm going to go through the 5% rule and how it could help you as a trader. I'll go through an easy way to look and remember percentages that can help you as a trader. I'll also go through the NQ 5% math, the points, dollars used on one contract, assuming that 3,000 account size, $3,000 account size. Then I'll also show you the regular calculations that I use. I'll also go over how to calculate the trend catcher drawdown. Then I'll show you how I execute the 5% math in action for daily profit taking. And finally, I'll show you how I execute for the drawdown in action to cap downside risk as well. For each of the items I'm going to go over, I'll let you know the formula that I use and give a clear example that's pretty specific to trading the NQ NASDAQ futures with the DOM right here, the chart, and using the NinjaTrader Control Account Center right there. There are many other great instruments to trade, but I want to be specific with NQ so you can see some clear examples. I like goals because they give me focus and they let me know where I need to go. If I don't have a goal, I may not get anywhere. So I use the 5% rule to know when I hit my goal for the day and when to take profits. This rule is what gives me peace of mind and relaxation as a trader, regardless of the market conditions, because I know my daily goal and I know how to cap my risk for the day. Basically, it's real simple. I close out my profit when I'm up 5% in the day. When done over the course of a month, you have a chance to double your account size. With consistent persistence over a year, it really works out. This is a spreadsheet that I recently did that shows the formulas that I use, and I took the time to give some examples of how the formulas are applied, and I'll walk through that right now with you. Now, if you are not a numbers person or you want to just build more confidence with understanding percentages, I have a pretty cool and easy way to think about percentages that I like. Just looking at the top, these yellow rows of my sheet, first we'll start off with the $3,000 account size, as you see right there. Right? You could think of each column as 10%, and you see the 10% columns dragging out till 10, all the way over here, right? Now, since we're using the $3,000 account size, 10% of that is 300. So you could think of 300, 300, 300, and go on from there, right? Now to calculate 5%, you can think of it as two ways. You just divide this first column by in a half by 2, and you get 150. Or you could think of it as, if you're more of like a visual learner, you cut this you cut this column in half, 300, you got 150. And that's the daily goal number in dollar amounts for the $3,000 account size, just trading one contract with NQ. Now I'm going to go a little bit more. I'm going to look at this column right here into how the 5% math converts into points and back into dollars with the continued assumption of using the one contract and the $3,000 account size. Once I get 7.5 points right here in this example for NQ, I'm done for the day. Now I have time to study videos, look at the forums, call out trades in demo to help other traders in the room, or just go watch a movie and relax. We have to remember there's nothing wrong. I know there's nothing wrong with rewarding yourself, and you know, I reward myself for being a disciplined trader that executed with excellence for the day. But one thing, I make sure I don't take any more risk or give it back. But now, just to continue with the math, a general formula is points times $5, since NQ trades $5 per tick in dollars, so 5 times the number 4, which equals 150. So we got points times 5 times 4, since NQ ticks in quarters, and that equals 150. That's the math behind the 150. Next, I'm going to actually show you the standard formula on a calculator. So if you have a calculator, it's 3,000 times 0.05 equals 150. At 150 represented in points is 7.5. That 150 represented in ticks is 30. Now, in the red, the downside in regards to trading the trend catcher system, I look and find the drawdown to manage my risk daily. I want to look at the drawdown for the schedule that I'm trading on the stats bar. So we're going to move the sheet over here for 1 minute just so you can see it. And this is the stats bar right here for the sim. And the drawdown in this case is 54. That's how you find it. And it's according to my trade it's according to my my schedule, which is 9:30 a.m. to noontime. The general formula for calculating drawdown is drawdown number times, so the 54 right here that I showed you that we got from the bar, times 5 times, well, equals 250. So 54 times 5 equals 250. That's how we arrive at the 250 right there. Knowing the formula and the math gives me a chance to keep my account to trade another day. And it lets me know when the market's telling me that we need to cap our risk for the day. Also, it makes me mentally stable to trade another day. I could be down because of an execution error or errors, or the market just didn't break out in time. Yes, it can happen. I have to be mentally prepared for that and live to trade another day. And I have to forgive myself and learn that my errors, you know, it happens. These are the realities of trading. We need to take the good and the bad and keep a sound mind throughout the entire process so we have no regrets. Also, when trading, I know to watch my thoughts. I stay objective and positive so these execution errors don't creep in. I try always to think, what is the next thing I need to do to execute with excellence? That's my mentality when I'm trading live, demo or market replay. That's how I'm thinking. Now to go a little deeper into the drawdown, I'm going to show you the executing math for the drawdown in action to cap downside risk. Basically, the formula is if realized profit is 0, and what I mean by realized profit is, we're going to go right here. If it's market replay, you'll see it right there. If it's live or demo, you'll see it right there. So you'll see it 0. Then I just look out for when it's reaching negative 270 on the DOM right here, where it'll tick. I have it ticking, the setting ticking, and currencies. If you're on your realized profit, let's go back to the sheet right here. So when it's reaching negative 270, I know that I'm done for the day. If you're on your realized profit, then add. Now, in this situation, this example number 2 for NQ drawdown, if I'm up on my realized profit, then I'm going to add negative 270. So I add the 60 to the negative 270, and I know that on the DOM over here, I'm going to be, well, let me show you both on both sides. Basically, I'm saying if I'm up, if this realized profit is showing 60, I know my drawdown's 270. If I see right there, I'm at negative 210, then I'll be done for the day, based on my calculations on this spreadsheet. That's how I, do the math. I was doing this in my head, but I put the sheet together so you can just have more of a visual of how you see it. This is just the way I do it. Now in the third example, I want to show you 3 different examples so that you're totally prepared and you've seen some of the math before. You could think about the math in your head. In this example, let's say I'm down negative 75. So it shows negative 75 over there. I'm going to add a positive 270 to that to know that when it reaches 195, when I see 195 in my DOM that's negative, that I'm going to be done for the day. In a bad way, unfortunately. So now I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go down on my sheet. I'll stretch this out a little bit. To the 5% executing math in action for the daily profit taking. So the formula works like this. You take 150 and add that number to get out. You take 150 and subtract the number to get out. Right? So if I'm down on my realized profit, right there, I'm going to take 150 and add it. And I know that when I see my DOM reach 175, I'm going to be done for the day, walk away, got my profit for the day. I'll say that one more time just to try to keep it clear. If I know that I'm trading and I'm down $25, it's negative $25 right there, then I'm just gonna add. I'm just gonna make sure to add 150 plus 25 So I know I need to get $175 in my DOM. And when I see the 175 in my DOM, I'm going to lock it in. And I'll be done for the day. And I'll be closing out at 150. On the other side, if I'm up 45, I'm gonna take 150 minus it from 45, and I know I only need $105 to be done for the day. Now that we covered the math, I'm going to go through an example with market replay. Alright, this is market replay. I'll move this down a little bit so you can see the day. This is 316. I'm going to play it and fast forward a little bit. This is close to the New York Open. Control to bring it down. Speed it up a bit. Okay, now we're at 9:30. I'm just going to wait. Speed it up a bit. Okay, right here we see TC entry at 4325.75. I'm just going to go right here. Hit center. We're going to place a pending sell order right there. And I'm going to also open up the chart trader. You can see that right there. One thing to do too, and I showed my settings in a previous video, but after you have my settings, or if you're following along and using my settings, you could just right click, hit templates, and you could save as to make sure you save your templates. And you could do that for both the regular chart and the Austin confirmation chart. But let's continue on. Speed it up a bit. Okay, so now we're in the sell trade. And now that we're in the sell trade, and the sell trade was confirmed, so a little red right there. Move down. We're going to place a pending buy order in case it comes back up against us. Right now the stop is right there, and it's automatic from our ATM strategy. We're at the first case scenario, okay. Drop down a bit more. So now you see that the chart trader is taking in points. Let me pause this as well, because one thing I want to show you in the chart trader, I have it ticking up points, and you could see my chart trader properties right there. That's how I have it, to save you some time for having to do a lot of research. All right. And we'll go back to our replay. I'm going to move down my stop. Basically what I did was I just left click and just moved it down. And to confirm my price and my stop is correct, I see the label 43.25.25. Usually I close this just so I have some more room, I could see more of the chart. See, we're already at $90 and it's only $9.34, which is great. So now we're looking when we're gonna get 7.5 right here or 150 right there. And right now is looking to be a confirmed buy, but it can change. Speed it up a bit. Okay. Now we're down -$5. Okay. Just gonna pause it. So now we're down -$5. And just so you get a little more visual of the math. Bring my sheet back up. Over here. -$5. Basically, it means that when it goes up 155 on the down, positive my direction, then I'm going to close out. So now we're not at 150 anymore. We're at 155. All right, so let's continue. And let's move our stop up right here. And let's center the DOM and place a pending sell order in the opposite direction. And I put it right on top, but you could also, if you left click it, you can move it down. You can see that's the pending sale order. This is the stop. I put the right click it and put it right there. And then hold on, let's okay, while I was showing you that, we moved up a little bit more, so we're going to move our stop right there. Now, as one thing I want you to notice on the chart trader, this is our initial entry right here that's ticking. When you see your stop going right on top of it, that's a very good thing. It means that you are break even or very close to it. This brown on the number right there, it also shows you your initial entry on the DOM. So you have two ways to know where your initial entry was on the DOM. The brown right there on the DOM, and the points ticking on the chart trader. I'm just gonna wait. It's about 9:36 now. Speed it up a bit. Okay. Okay. So now we're at -10. So now I know I'm looking for 160. Place the opposite pending buy order because I'm selling right now. All right. Now we're buying again. Move our stop up right here. Put our pending sell order right there. Center the DOM. Now down 110. So you see the visual. I'm going to kind of Bring this a little bit smaller. Put negative 10. Oh. Moved up on me a bit. Means now I need 260 in my to see in my DOM to know to get out at 150. For my drawdown, I know that I am, if I see I'm going down 160, I need to get out. Let's move this out the way just so you see the math behind that. Let's keep on going. I'm just taking some small losses, but showing you as a good example. It's not a perfectly trending day today. Now, when you don't see any stop or anything, you center it. You move your chart trader down, and that will usually make you appear. Opposite side pending order. And you can see we're doing 1 times, so you have time. NQ does move faster than some other instruments, but you have time to move your chart trader and do some things. Now we're at 60. Okay, so now we're at 180. I know 180, we're down 180. Negative 180. Now I know my goal is 330 now to get out for the day. Drawdown wise, negative 180. I know that I'm $90 away from being done for the day in a negative way. All right. Another thing too, if you're not really a spreadsheet person, you could just, use the formula with a calculator, and you could leave the calculator right there, and you could pin it. It's a great program that you could find in the forum. Opposite side pending order, center the DOM. Now we're down to 220. All right, so 220. And negative 220 there. Now 370 is the number to get out. Drawdown math. 220. $50. Okay. Okay. All right. Now we got a little bit of a breakout here. And it's usually when sometimes, not usually, if you are getting close to your drawdown, that's when the breakout can come. So remain relaxed and controlled. Okay, right here, we're going to pause. All right, we'll move up our stop. Once again, we're looking for 370 positive. And we're also watching for going down negative 50. Managing our account management. So we're doing account management and trade management simultaneously. And the more practice you get, the better you get at it. Now we're at 180. We know what to do regardless of the market conditions. Move up our take profit up here. There's the take profit. Speed it up a little bit. All right. 200. Looking for that 370 number. Still saying patient. Look at that. There we go. All right. Move it up again. Just showing you how, you know, the thought process of when I'm trading. All right. Now we're at 280. I'm still confirming green. So have an opposite side pending sell order. Oh, that's a good sign. We're at 325. Remembering that at 370, we are done for the day. So right now, we've actually locked in a good size. I think we're back to break even if we close out right now. Or we'll be a little bit more than break even if we close right now. We want to wait for 370. We're getting close to our pending sell order. We put our stop at 43.39.75. We came down pretty close to it. Let's see what happens. And right now, that's not the time. The time is actually right here, which is 10 a.m. Oh, getting close to it. This is good. Oh, let me pause it. Okay, so right here, we know we're at 380, $10 above 370. We took $220 in losses already. But now we're at 380. We're going to be above our 150. And we're just going to go ahead. I'll play it out and close out the position. And right there, realized profit, $5 above our goal, 155, done for the day. Now the best athletes prepare and practice like it's a live game. And that's so they could be emotionally, mentally, and physically prepared for the live game. As a trader with money in the line, to give our account a chance to grow, we shouldn't think any differently. I make sure to practice doing the math, taking profits, and keeping my losses capped so that it locks into my muscle memory, so that I'm fully prepared to take on any kind of market condition. Now, if you're just starting out, it's great to have a consistent month of doing this with positive results before you ever think of increasing your contract size. Also, if you're starting the month with 3,000, no matter what happens, keep your $150 daily profit goal throughout the entire month. These are things that this is just advice and experience from traders I've gotten from my experience. So, and wrapping up with this THT session, I'd like to recommend you to take the entire Trend Catcher Trading course if you haven't done so already. This session is a Traders Helping Traders bonus session, so you could understand a little bit more and have knowledge, but also please take advantage of all the great official videos at Apex. And wrapping this session up, I would like to thank Darryl Martin, our fearless leader, Lori for all her hard work with starting and organizing these Traders Helping Traders sessions. Also the programmers, all the Apex leadership volunteers, and the other volunteers that have put so much time into Apex, into the rooms and into these forums. I truly believe Apex community of traders helping traders is the best trading community on the planet, with the best trading systems on the planet. I'm so happy to volunteer my time to such a great community. I couldn't give my time to anything else right now. I mean, to anything better, I would say. I hope you received something out of this and out of this session, and happy trading.